Hi there, this is Gregorius Glorious.
Gregorius Glorious! Gregorius Glorious! Gregorius Glorious!
Glorious Gregorius has unwittingly hit the G-spot.
Well, it's been a year now since my first recording, so I thought it was time to take a look back over the last 12 months and the music that I've made.
Living in a dream.
Yeah, hey, this is DJ. He sits at home. Sure, I've worked with a lot of the top acts, Tall and Goats, Michael Max and Biggie Top, DJ Flem, Trying Gino, Gregorius GG. Well, he knocked it out of the ballpark. When he came over...
It all started one Saturday night last March in Madrid. I was hanging out with some musician friends. And, we just got messing around with the instruments. Listen here, you can hear me playing the guitar at the start of this track. Our first track, and it was a one take pretty much.
Ever since you went away, ever since you went away, ever since you went away, I just don't know what to say. I don't know just what to do, I don't know just where to go, I don't know how to comb my hair, I just don't fucking care. Ever since you went away, ever since you went away, ever since you went away, I don't know just what.
Yeah, we got ourselves a hit on our very first attempt. It was a one take that didn't sing it anymore. A few overdubs, of course. I like how it ends. You don't know whether I'm saying life is great or life is grey.
Ever since you went away, ever since you went away, ever since you went away, my life just has been so great.
The song itself, I realized afterwards, it's actually about an ex-girlfriend. I didn't know that when I was singing it, but it's obvious to me now. And my partner in crime, my musical partner in crime, he did a cover version of it a few months later, which I think is great as well.
Ever since you went away, ever since you went away, I don't know what to say. Ever since you went away, ever since you went away, what to say, don't wanna say.
I lied a little when I said it all started a year ago. I'd already been to see these friends the previous year, and we came out with a song which never actually got released. This is all I have here at this moment.
Change it.
A lot of potential there. Maybe we'll record it someday. Anyway, we had our hit, but we needed a second song for our side B because we're traditional kind of guys. We'd been on a day trip that day to the lovely Spanish town of Segovia, so we just sat down and improvised totally with this lyrics. This is what came out pretty much on the first take.
Walking in the park,
I'm going to do that again.
walking in the park, cherry blossoms in the trees, an apple in the viaduct, floating.
Yeah, we nailed that one. That's an instant classic. Wonderful. People who know about music, they like that one a lot. And I do too.
It's cold as an iceberg, but the bright wearing red waves in a dream.
I heard some chatter.
Segovia was groundbreaking. It was totally improvised. Sure, some of the lyrics were changed from later from the lady in red to the bride wearing red. I mean, the lady in red, that was ridiculous. So in the end, we asked ourselves, is this any good? And I think everybody agrees. Well, a couple of people know. but everybody agrees that this is groundbreaking stuff and brilliant.
Yeah, we re-recorded the lyrics. I liked The Lady in Red, but it reminded DJ of a 1980s song, which I guess is a valid point, although who remembers that now? I mean, it wasn't Gregorius Glorious. So we re-recorded that. You can hear it's a bit overdubbed in the song. So here's both versions for you to compare them.
But the lady in red waves in a dream. But the bride wearing red waves in a dream.
I learned a little bit about production there because DJ's producer buddy came home, listened to it, said, yeah, instant classic, but what if you removed a few words here and there, and this is what it would sound like. And yeah, you know, I think it improved it.
An apple in the viaduct, floating in the hay. An apple in the viaduct, floating.
What can I say about Gregorius Glorious that hasn't already been said? Quite a lot, really, as very little, if anything, has been said.
So fast forward a few months and I'm down in the south of Italy near the beach with my buddy Gary G. And the sun is shining outside the window. We've been to the beach. Life is good, you know. So we decide, well, let's make a song. He sparks up his Apple Mac and takes out GarageBand, gets a groove going, and this beautiful song came out.
Living in a dream, got the worries in my head. I thought I felt my life just slipping away.
It's a song about being happy. It's a song about having everything you need, but, you know, a little bit of that anxiety as in what's next? I mean, what is the next step? Where do we go from here?
Living in my mind, but I kinda wanna know, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, we were pretty pleased with that, so we thought we'll do another one. Let's make it a quick one. And Ed Sheeran, he was big with that Irish song. I thought, well, if he can do it, so goddamn well can I. So Gary G picked up an Irish beat on that Apple Mac, and I sat down with pen and paper, and you know, the old Irish storytelling style. I had the whole thing written in about 3 minutes, and I tell you, from conception to completion, the whole song took 10-15 minutes. I think that's fantastic. I mean, listen to the lyrics of this song. It takes Leonard Cohen about 3 years to write something about this level, and us, 3 minutes. But hey, I'm Gregorius Glorious.
I'm gonna tell a story about a lovely lady. Her hair was long and flaxen, wish I knew what flaxen meant.
We made a couple of videos then for that song and for What Next. God, that was fun as well. You gotta check those out on Gregorius Glorious Official's YouTube channel.
Well, that there is my story. We were married with all its glory. My lovely darling sweet vine maid that I met in the shadow of the forest lane. My lovely darling sweet vine maid that I met in the shadow of the forest lane.
I got invited to an arts festival in Naples over the summer, so I presented Segovia.
The bus will.
I wore a black mask and a black hat, just to put emphasis on the song and not the artist.
The bus will await But your train, it'll take you away from Segovia.
To play to a backing track sent over by DJ. Bit karaoke, but yeah, it was good.
My lovely darling, sweet vine made at a night in the shadow of the forest.
I intended to do just one song, but the crowds demanded that I do another, so I had the backing track of Sweet Vine Maid as well, and I did that too. A bit karaoke.
Where can he go from here, Gigi? Where can he not go from here? That's another question.
The thing about working with GarageBand is they're all predetermined, pre-controlled loops. I didn't realize that at the time. I thought Gary G had written them, but then I discovered. So, I think it was time to learn to play an instrument, so I got myself a ukulele. Yeah, that was bad news for anyone who was nearby, but, I had fun, and I used it in my next song. I had to hide it a little bit at the start, but, I wanted it in there. This one was done with Gary G as well. Beautiful. It's a beautiful song. I think it didn't get the attention it deserved. Maybe I was a bit too prolific in this period. But it's a love song. It's dedicated to the lady in my life. She thinks I'm idealizing her in it, but no, it's actually about how I feel. That's why it's called This Is How I Feel.
You came into my life and brought with you the sunshine. No reason left to fight, 'cause you light up the darkest night. This is how I feel. This time it's for real. This is how I feel. This time it's for real.
Glorious Gregorious has completely overturned the way we view music. Impossible to place in any existing genre. It is unfathomable in its intricate use of more unusual voices and musical instruments.
Yeah, it was around about this time as well that I started recording happy birthday songs for my friends to wish them the very best on their special day. There's a variation on each one depending on the day of the week, depending on the occasion. So I'm going to let you hear a Friday one because Friday's got some beautiful backing vocal from my Madrid friends.
It's great to have your birthday on a Friday. It's great to have your birthday on a Friday. 'Cause on Friday night everything is alright. It's great to have your birthday on a Friday. It's great to have your birthday on a Friday.
I haven't done any wedding songs yet, so if any of you out there are planning to get married, please do drop me a line.
He's not like most rock stars. He's not rich or famous or even talented, and I think that's what makes him special. In a way.
I was getting good at the ukulele now, so it was time for Gregorious Glorious's first ever live performance in front of a public.
Satellites gone way up to Mars.
So I went to the first live performance of this great artist, and he sang a cover of Lou Reed. We all waited for the end of that song, and when it was the end, we all cheered up, and he started again. So what a night, my guys.
I think it was a huge success, but not everyone agreed. But hey, you can't keep everybody happy all of the time. Not everybody understands the artist. This is why the artist has that edge, has that need to keep expressing himself, no?
Yeah, Gregorious Wow.
I was back in Madrid again before Christmas, and we thought we'd record some more songs. I remember DJ had a good one which went, "Forget about Christmas, life is a holiday." We worked a bit on that and jammed and did some other things, but nothing was happening, nothing at all. So we went to bed a little bit disappointed, at least I was. I think the lads were happy with what we put down that night. So I woke up the following morning, just got my pen and my paper, I took out my ukulele and started strumming away and came out with these lines. I stayed up late last night, writing a song for you. Wonderful. I thought, hey, yeah, we got something here. The boys listened, they liked it, and we got to laying down this track. It took a while, it took the whole damn evening, but I love what we got.
So lonely. Should I try out a new style? Maybe you'll hear me.
So it's actually a song about not being able to write a song, which is pretty damn clever. No, I mean, I'm writing about real life in this thing here.
Try to count some sheep, but who wants a sheep in bed? Just get it right.
We had a huge argument. We were shouting at each other, me and DJ. He didn't like that sheep in bed line. Who wants a sheep in bed? I think that, my friend, is fundamental to the whole song. I just could not concede on this point. Whoa, it was tough. And DJ, he still rankles about that one. But hey, I think we'll work together again. I think we've got a good thing going.
I'm giving you these lines. I've chopped them and I've changed them. I've tried out different styles, but still lack the inspiration. Just get it right.
I got invited to perform at a party which was about saints who weren't too saintly really. So I'd been working recently on a documentary about Diego Armando Maradona, and so I adopted the song Lou Reed, Walk on the Wild Side, and called it Santo Ma Non Troppo, dedicated to Diego Armando Maradona. Yeah, someday I'm gonna record that one properly. I think that was pretty clever. What a tribute.
Venuto da lontano, Villa Fiorito. A 16 anni giocavo già nella selezione. Dalla Boca Juniors a Barcellona, ma il suo destino è stato da noi. Diego Santo Maradona, Diego Santo Maradona.
So it's Christmas time. Hey, I've got my Christmas song all ready for you.
Christmas time is here again, a time for joy, a time for peace. Forget your problems for a day at Christmas time, at Christmas time. Happy Christmas to, happy Christmas to, happy Christmas to you.
Yeah, spot the George Michael bit at the end there. And it's Christmas party time. So I've got my ukulele with me and I'm still on the 80s. Here's Eiffel 65 mixed with Blue Monday by New Order. What a combination.
I see a ship in the harbor. I can in a shallow bay.
I mean, who else but Gregorius Glorious is going to mix New Order and Eiffel 65 together on the ukulele? Pure genius.
And I thought I was mistaken, and I thought I heard you say.
New Year's Day, cold, Gary G is staying with me. We don't want to go out. out. We'd been partying the night before, so we just took out the old ukulele and the guitar, and we laid down a track. It took about an hour and a half, and it sounds damn good.
Got my suitcase in the corner, it's taking me away, taking me to the next place far away.
It's based on my life experience when I'm traveling. You know, I've got to go from show to show, but if anyone wants to hear Gregorious Glorious, I'll be there, yeah.
I've got a long road to travel, a long, long way to go. I've got so many people waiting, getting ready for the show.
Just a couple of weeks later, we're back down in the south of Italy at Gary G's place. A couple of us. I've got the Lala Girls with me, so hey, we're gonna lay down a track.
The two backing singers, the breathtakingly gorgeous Lala Girls, bring the whole project to a sublime peak of orgasmic energy.
So Gary G got a riff going, and I got a pen and paper, scribbled down a few lyrics.
I'm sitting at home watching the news, rumors and murders, political blues. The faces don't change, the song's still the same. Not slaves to love, but to the media game.
The thing about this one is that it's got the Lala Girls on it, making it really, really special. Two beautiful, beautiful voices inspiring the youth of our generation for years to come.
Idiot shame. Tomorrow is sunny with a slight chance of rain. Please leave me alone to live my life with no stress, no toil, no strife. Taking it easy day after day, living the good times in every way.
It's my most political song. It's something I feel strongly about, so listen to the lyrics. I had to change a few of them just for public sensibility, but you can see the original on the lyric video on YouTube on Gregorious Glorious's official channel. Check that one out.
Year after year, please leave me alone to live my life with no stress.
I'm a fan of instant karma style thing. You know, you make a record, you get it out there, all done as quickly as possible. That's real passion and real art. I grab every opportunity I can to work with musicians and to make music. So I was on the east coast of Italia on a very, very misty day with a bass player and keyboard player. We just got jamming, and this is what came out on the very, very first take.
Just a buggy day on the east coast of Italia, the Sunday afternoon, not a lot.
The idea was to do a heavy metal song. That's what I wanted to do. I guess it's a bit more punk than that, but hey, at least I tried.
Been a long time since I've seen the sun, just what I hear in front of me. I'm lost in this business world. Why don't you, girl, why don't you find me?
We did actually do a few more takes, but God damn it, I accidentally deleted them. The boys weren't very impressed with me, but hey, what can you do? We've got the raw energy of this one, and we couldn't do a third take because my voice, no, I was just wrecked.
White walls and misty swirls.
My most recent hit, it's got a slightly longer evolution. I was driving along in my car one day, and this just popped into my head. I grabbed my phone and recorded it.
You better leave that cat alone and come on home.
I see it as a country music song. I see it as Johnny Cash. Maybe I'm playing along on my ukulele and getting a lovely sound.
Leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone and come on home.
It was pretty clear to me how the song should go. I'd worked it out on the guitar. But then I called in a guitar buddy of mine who tried out, but we just couldn't get it right. Gary G was over visiting again, so I said, "Would you try this for me?" He said, "What kind of chords do you want?" I said, "Well, let's take for an example, Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. That's a good rhythm. Let's see if we can work around that." So if you listen, those are actually the chords of the song.
You left me in the morning, I didn't know your plan. Someone said they saw you with another man, laughing at the drive-in while he held your hand. Why don't you leave that cat alone and come on home?
It needed a female voice though, and I've got this good friend, Alice G. She's got the voice of an angel.
I love your song, Gigi, forever and ever and ever.
She came along and she said she'd sing it all with me, so I feel very, very flattered by that.
Leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone.
But then again, I guess I'm giving Alice a break, her first big break as well. So it works both ways.
That cat don't mean nothing, he is just some guy. I met him on the boardwalk the night you made me cry. He offered me a cigarette, I offered him a smile. That sure don't mean I'm gonna go the extra mile.
Yeah, Gregorius, wow. The experience collaborating with him really changed me. It's really like working with no other person, you know, and I feel changed because of it.
I told you that I love you.
You don't show it that much.
I cannot live without you.
I know I miss your touch.
Does that mean that you'll come back?
Honey, I think I will.
She's gonna leave that cat alone and come on home.
I'm gonna leave that cat alone and come on home.
She's gonna leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone and come on home. Leave that cat alone and come on home.
What next for Gregorius Glorious? Well, that's actually the title of a song that I wrote.
Where do we go from? Where do we go from?
Well, I was in the studio this morning recording my Easter song. It's something that I managed to get on the first take. The whole song was pretty easy to write. I did have a problem with the fourth line, yeah, but when I got it, it just sounds perfect. So, Happy Easter, that's the theme of the song.
Have an excellent Easter. Have an excellent time. With your Easter egg on Sunday, you'll be feeling just fine.
What a year. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's been great. Gregorius Glorious will be back.
Cherry blossoms in the trees, an apple in the viaduct, floating.
Thanks, Gigi, for 1 year of Glorious Gregorius.
Glorious Gregorius is certainly a name to watch.
Gregorios Glorios, Gregorios, la sfaetta va fangulos.
Listen to all of Gregorius Glorious's tracks on soundcloud.com/GregoriusGlorious and see his videos on his official YouTube channel, Gregorius Glorious Official.